So I recently watched Self Storage starring Eric Roberts. I'm a huge fan of him. He always looks like he's having fun in these movies, mainly in B movies. He's like a treat. He always looks like he's having a blast, and he seems like he'd be cool to hang out with. So this is a horror movie I found on Tubi, like I already said. Uh, Eric Roberts is the boss of this security guard who basically lives on site. He wakes and bakes every morning, basically smoking a bong and drinking. And Eric Roberts is his boss, and he's just like annoyed with him. He's like, man, I remember what it was like to be young, but you're like in your 30s now. This is just sad now. I know what you do on company time because of the cameras. So he says, all right, boss, I'm sorry. I'll try to do a better job of doing work here on site. And he overhears Eric Roberts' character talking with another worker. And he basically stumbles upon a black market organ trade. And he hears a little bit about it. And unfortunately for the characters, a bunch of them are in their teens and 20s. They decide to go to the self-storage space to party. And unfortunately for them, Eric Roberts and his goon are basically there to collect these black market organs. There were already a bunch of people kidnapped and killed. As we see, they're dissected alive or rarely under anesthesia. So it's very gruesome and scary, kind of claustrophobic if you're afraid of dissections or medical practices. And I am not a fan of getting surgery or going to the hospital because it's just, I don't know, it just creeps me out. It scares me. I've had a lot of surgeries in my time due to different health issues. So this movie, invested on that plot line. So unfortunately for these kids, they picked the wrong place to party and, try to hook up in. A large part is them partying at the self-storage, having fun, doing various drugs and drinking, trying to hook up with the girls. And then, of course, the goons come and try to hunt them down, trap them, kill them, or kidnap them so they can have a live, warm body to get these organs from. And there is another plot line of other goons who are in charge of picking up the shipments, in this case being the organs. And, stuff is going to go down when they eventually make it to the self-storage unit. So I actually thought this was okay. This was a indie movie. It was a B movie. I thought it was okay for its budget. Eric Roberts was having a blast. I feel like you could sense his enthusiasm playing this kind of wacky role. Like, by day, he pretends to be this boss of a security guard, but basically he's like a nut job and he kidnaps people and kills them and harvests their organs. It's insane. It's bonkers. I want to say this movie is about 90 minutes long. It's not very long. And one of his goons is played by another famous horror actor. He was in The Hills Have Eyes. And of course, I can't remember him now, but he usually plays different roles like this. I believe he was Jupiter in the original Hills Have Eyes. He was born without sweat glands. He has a very unique look to him. And as I said, he plays a lot of these creepy roles. I did review the movie called Brutal, and he actually played a regular guy in that. So if you're interested in that movie, this movie, maybe give that review a watch because they're sort of similar. The guys in both movies. So I like this movie for what it was. Give it a watch if you enjoyed his performance, or if you're just an Eric Roberts fan and a fan of B-movie horror, give this a watch. I thought it was fun for what it was. It didn't pretend to be anything that it wasn't. So give this a watch on Tubi. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thanks for watching my rant, and I appreciate it. And thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.